Good evening, good afternoon. It's time for the daily review of Nasdaq. Today is February 27, 2026. Let's first have a look at the daily. And as we can see, we are back in a trading range. Today we had a pretty strong bear bar, but with a tail. And today we have tested back further into this smaller trading range that we have been talking about. We broke out of it, and as it happens, maybe 80% of the times, we tested back to this trading range. We actually went almost, like 50%, and then there were buyers. And but still, as it looks right now, with 40 minutes left, it will be another bear day, but with a strong tail. Let's look at 1 hour. So yes, yesterday too strong bear bars and then trading range. Today we have moved a little bit lower. We got a couple of legs down here, and we now see a reversal, and we are back again in the center. For the last hour, we see a strong bull bar. 5 minute. Up here we have close of yesterday, all the way up here. So they are magnets, but we only have like a few. We have 35, 40 minutes left, so it will be difficult. Let me get rid of this from yesterday. Just have well, actually, it's not from yesterday. It's from the day before yesterday. But I wanted to leave it. Now let's have a look at 15 minute. Yeah. So what I was showing you was not yesterday, but the day before. Yesterday, let me just draw here. Low. And close. And let me just put also open of yesterday or high of yesterday. So 5 minute. So what happened today? We had a gap down situation from the open. Let me just mark opening bar, blue always. So not a big day, right? But a lot of trading action. We started with a gap down. Apparently market sees this as very, very important. We have seen how we have been hovering around 25,000 for a long time now. So we tested low of yesterday. We can see it better here. We started down here. We tested up. It was 2 bars, went back, got a pretty good bar here, number 4. That was probably the Walmart bar. And that brought us up here, got 3 tops. And for a long period, we have seen trading range. Then we got bar number, an attempt here to break out and reach close of yesterday, but bulls, they stopped buying. Too many tops, 3 tops up here. Bears got in, got a really strong bar here. 33, 34, continuation, 34, 34 here, 35. So that brought the market to always in short, right? And brought us, bears of course wanted to get back to low of yesterday. Instead, we got a pretty tight trading range for an hour or so. One attempt from the bulls. They got back to what seems to be 50% retracement, but gave up. Bears got in again, a little bit repetition here of what we saw in bar 33. A series of small bars, not too many buyers, not too many sellers. We got a wedge down here, and then bulls got back in and got a nice breakout bar here, 69. So broke above 55, and that probably that brought us back into always in long. So an okay bar so far, an okay day so far for the bulls. Would be nice for them to go a little higher, but after, let's just look at the daily from yesterday. After yesterday, it's probably a reasonably result for the bulls. Their target, of course, is up here, 25,000, but yeah, let's see. And on the other hand, we have targets for bears also down here. But a pretty neutral day, so most likely is that we will finish in this area, 900. Let me just mark the launch bar, 1:45. There's always some interesting price action or more volatility after lunch break at 2 p.m. Let me just mark the top of it here. So it's another magnet for bears right now. And the low down here. So this marks also an important trading range an important area. So we have a range up here in the beginning of the day. We broke down, and then we had a range down here. Bears got weaker. Bulls took over little by little, got a double bottom here, and we can see they started to build it up again. So 65 was actually a pretty good buy, right? It's if you had bought 65, you have had 100%. And Nasdaq, 100 points in Nasdaq is always important. So 72. After 72, we have half an hour left of the official trading. The three last bars are always are also important until a quarter past. Can bears sell this? Well, they're up against a strong, very strong 69, right? But we are also at a resistance area up here. So maybe we can get a few points down. I think it will only be a scalp. And as we can see, not many sellers. I think this one will be bought at 50%, if not earlier. Was an okay close. And it could be that we bears they want to retest here, but I'm not convinced. So as usual, bulls are buying 33%. 33% bought. So target for bears is 100%, which is equal to 66%. I got 50%. Looking good for bears. They really want to get down to the pink line. They got 66%. They got 100. 1 hour. And they got the pink line. Pink line would be a good place to buy. I did that the other day. This looks a little bit like a heavy bar, but there should be buyers down here. At least there should be buyers at 100%, but probably also here. So we have magnets down here, the second pink line, and we have low of yesterday, we have opening of today. But yeah, this could reverse right now. So why did we test back? It's a breakout point from a tight trading range. We tried to break out once. We tried twice, stronger breakout, got continuation. Up here we have bulls that are still long. They want to at least get some relief. They want to buy lower to get out at least for a break even. But 74 is a strong bar, and clock is ticking. It's we are getting towards the end of the trading day, but let's see. Bulls should still be around. But bull seems a little bit weak after, we cannot call it a surprise bar, but it was a little bit too big, 74. So maybe we need to go a little bit lower here before we find in the middle of this range before we find buyers, or maybe we have them right now. Maybe we just needed to test back once again to the pink line to get rid of some of the bears. The bears there were still short here. Did you know how we went up and then we came back all the way down to the pink line? Got rid of remaining bears. They bought back shorts and bull started to buy again. So now we have a target up here. Also targets further up, but we also have a second entry long, could go a little bit higher, but it could also be that bulls are simply exhausted and that they will sell up here. They're already selling. But this is common, right? So you have what seems to be a strong bar. You meet some sellers up here, you go back, and now we need to see if this will actually go back once again. If it does, it's a sign of strength. Not a good bar for the bulls. Could be worse though. There's a tail, so maybe we need to go a little bit lower. It seems that the bulls are not giving up. They want to have their break even. Yeah, maybe I should even go long here. We have inside bars, 75 inside bar to 74. But the overall direction right now is long. So next bar is a dangerous bar, the first institutional. So double top, micro double top. This is what the bears want to paint right now. Or they're tempted to scare us out, but they haven't been able to sell. The institutional bar. Will we get up here? Perhaps, but it's too late in the day. Maybe we need to test all the way back here before we can go higher. So this was Friday. A lot of trading range price action. Not that easy to trade. And not a typical Friday, I would say, not a typical last Friday in the month. let's just finish with a look at the daily again. So yeah, pretty clear that we will get a tail on today's bar. So we have lower highs. There is still support here. It's a little bit open what will happen next week, but maybe today's bar is sufficient for us to go a little bit higher, or we need to go back and test all the way down to 24,500 to get a double bottom and to go higher. But yeah, right now 26,000 seems a little bit far away. And the longer it takes to get up there, the more likely it is that we will test back towards 24,000 instead. But we will know more next week. Have a great weekend. Have a great afternoon, weekend, wherever you are. So take care. See you next week.